This is my Avengers Infinity War review slash Avengers 4 theory video. Alright, Avengers Infinity War. It is truly a different Marvel movie. Instead of usually the good guys winning in the third act, the bad guy actually won and succeeded in his evil plan. But it wasn't really evil plan because the whole movie kind of made the bad guy more sympathetic, as in that you kind of feel, in my opinion, to the extent that you kind of agree with his plan to a extent. I'm, of course, talking about the main villain of the movie and the guy who is literally under the Avengers logo, Thanos, played by Josh Brolin. And oh my god, man, Josh Brolin is an amazing actor. Seriously, without a doubt. I just can't imagine a perfect villain being portrayed by this guy. He really made me feel like this villain isn't really a villain as much as he's kind of a radical anti-hero. This is my opinion, but it's probably not true at all. But I just kind of agree with Thanos' idea of, okay, for the whole plot, it's just Thanos collecting Infinity Stones, and the whole purpose was collecting the Infinity Stones and making the Infinity Gauntlet was to have the power to just simply snap his fingers and half of all life throughout the universe, not just Earth, not just whatever the planets Guardians of the Galaxy went on, all life throughout the universe to be gone. And spoilers, he succeeded, and let's see, except for the core Avengers, Rocket Raccoon, Okoye, M'Baku, thank God, because I love M'Baku, possibly Wong, possibly Shuri, possibly Ant-Man and Hawkeye. They're probably gonna Ant-Man's probably gonna be alive, and so is Hawkeye. But they are the only heroes left throughout the universe, not just Earth, throughout the universe. Thanos collects all the Infinity Stones, and he snaps his fingers, and pretty much Marvel's biggest newcomers are dead. That includes Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, Black Panther, pretty much the whole core Guardians of the Galaxy members except Rocket Raccoon. And did I say Doctor Strange? Right. Oh, Scarlet Witch, which I never liked Scarlet Witch. I mean, I love Elizabeth Olsen's performance. She's a great actress. I just never liked the MCU Scarlet Witch. Granted, there's no X-Men Scarlet Witch, but I just never liked the character in the MCU. Oh, Vision, but he wasn't, spoilers again, he wasn't turned into dust or anything. He was just, he died twice, and wow, Vision got screwed. He just basically exploded, but Thanos had Time Stone, so he reversed time and came back to life. And then Thanos killed him by removing the Time Stone. And I will discuss about this in my theory. So basically, at the end of the Avengers, I'm not talking about the post-credit scene yet. Basically, at the end of Avengers Infinity War, Thanos snaps his fingers. Half of all life is dead or non-existent. And Thanos goes to, my theory is apparently he went back to the planet where Gamora was raised and grew up on. And he's probably going to either kill himself or become a farmer like in the Infinity Gauntlet comics. It's probably going to be the second one. But in the post-credit scene, Nick Fury and Agent Hill are both ashed away from the Infinity Gauntlet. And before Fury dies, and before he says motherfucker, which is great, he sends out like this really old piece of technology, like from the 1990s, and it sends out a message, and you see the Captain Marvel logo and Captain Marvel colors off the machine. So for Avengers 4, probably the core Avengers, the original team, plus Rocket Raccoon, plus Nebula, plus possibly Okoye. Probably Okoye. She may still be devastated after Black Panther dies. And who else? Rocket Raccoon, obviously. they're probably gonna go try to kill Thanos again. But but this is my theory for Avengers 4. They meet up with Ant-Man and Hawkeye, and Ant-Man discovers that he can use time travel through pin particles. So for the entire movie, the Avengers decide to go back in time and try to kill Thanos before he's ever born. Or try to kill maybe the parents of Thanos back on his home planet, or try to kill Thanos as a baby. That way, what he did in Avengers Infinity War will never happen, and all the actions he did will cease to exist. This theory could be very well true because we saw leaked photos of Avengers 4, and we see that Captain America is wearing his classic Avengers costume from the first movie, and it looks like the set look like the first Avengers movie from the Battle of New York. And you see Ant-Man, and you see Iron Man, who's blonde, so I don't know what that's about. But you see Iron Man, he looks like from this movie, from Infinity War. And you see Tom Holland's Spider-Man, but he doesn't have his Iron Spider suit. So my theory is that for Avengers 4, Ant-Man discovers time travel. The Avengers decide to go back in time to kill Thanos, but they all get messed up and they all end up in different time periods. Like Tony Stark and Ant-Man end up in the first Avengers movie. And I guess so would Spider-Man. Thor and Rocket Raccoon end up like in the beginning of the universe where dinosaurs are. That would be actually freaking awesome. Thor versing a whole bunch of dinosaurs and Rocket versing a whole bunch of dinosaurs. Captain America. Oh, this would be great. Captain America and Black Widow and who else? Whoever end up in World War II, and he sees like Peggy Carter, and maybe he decides to stay in World War II and, live out his life with Peggy Carter. That would be great. Instead of killing him off, just let Steve Rogers stay in World War II and have a full life with Peggy Carter. But then they'll be creating alternate timeline, and that'll be pretty bad. Probably Doctor Strange will be probably pissed off. But that'll be a great way to... Because Chris Evans said in multiple interviews, after Avengers 4, he's done. So instead of killing him off and making fans even more heartbreak after this movie, just have him have a full life in World War II, after World War II with Peggy Carter, and let him die of old age. That would be a perfect ending, I think. And Bucky comes back to life, and he becomes the new Captain America. That'd be great. And Thanos finds out that they're going back in time, so Thanos tries to catch up with them, tries to defeat them all with different versions of themselves, like Avengers 1 Captain America, current Iron Man, current Ant-Man, Spider-Man, Homecoming, Spider-Man versing Thanos in the Battle of New York. That would be freaking awesome. Like, you see the Battle of New York, and then you see in the streets Thanos like versing Iron Man with his new nanotech suit, which is freaking awesome. I can't believe they did a great job, seriously, with all their costumes and armor designs. It's a great job. But you see them versing Thanos in Battle of New York, and then Thanos defeats them. Then he goes to the prehistoric times, go verse Rocket and Thor and whoever else is there, and he defeats them, and then he keeps defeating everyone. But then someone gets the upper hand and like grabs the Infinity Gauntlet and just snaps his fingers, and Thanos never existed. And then everything goes to white, and then it's like nothing ever happened. And then Thor will still have his people from Asgard. Heimdall will still be alive. Loki was still alive, but I don't want Loki to be still alive. Loki's a dick. But yeah, everything will come back to the end, and it will kind of make a lot of sense, but maybe not. But yeah, that's my theory for Avengers 4. Avengers Infinity War is great. If you have not seen it, go see it. Don't take your kids to see it, because your kids will be heartbroken and crying hysterically. But yeah, this is a great movie. One of the best MCU movies because it follows its own formula. It's not a classic, good guys team up, take down the bad guy. No, it's not even about a bad guy, actually. It's about a guy who truly believes what's best for all life. And he's going to try to succeed no matter what. And that's what makes this movie very interesting and very great compared to all the others. That's my Infinity War theory. That's my Infinity War review and Avengers 4 review. And I really hope they 4 and Rocket Raccoon go first dinosaurs, because that would be freaking awesome.